Hello everyone, I hope you are having a good week so far. I hope you've enjoyed the Life Path Number Tarot readings. Those will be coming back when we've returned, and I'm going to try to get the last three out to you before I go on my vacation on Thursday. So hopefully I'll have those recorded tomorrow and have those out to you by Wednesday for number 9, 11, and 22. I'm really excited to see what those are because I am a life path number 22. I'm actually a 22-4, so there's this kind of connection there, but we'll go into that when we get there. Today is your pick a card reading. So it has been a week. As we all know, there's a lot going on with the sky, with the moon and the planets and all kinds of stuff. And it has been a week. So today, I have already pulled your cards and I don't have stones for you because I would like to just kind of move through this so that I can move on to some other work that I have to do. I'm kind of working on just 2 hours of sleep at this moment. So hopefully, all the messages are right. Hopefully they're all there. Hopefully they resonate with you. This is general and it's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does, please let me know in the comments. It just kind of, lets me know that I am on the right path and lets me know that I'm doing the right thing and that this is actually reaching people. And if you let me know in the YouTube comments on YouTube, then that also lets YouTube, the corporation, the company, lets them know that I am doing the right thing and that I am worth showing to other people who are seeking readings, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Get yourself in the place. I did my meditation already, but get yourself in the place to receive this message. And we are going to start with the Vice Versa Tarot. Like I said, I've already pulled the cards and there won't be any stones today. So with the Vice Versa Tarot, you have the Queen of Pentacles on this side. So I feel like with this side, because this side is so green and luscious and lively, and this side is kind of darker, less lively. It's more, the color is more saturated with this sunsetty kind of look. I feel like you're kind of either feeling like I don't want to say you've exhausted your resources. It's more like you've put in a lot of work and you maybe aren't yet seeing growth, but there's still a lot of power there. There's still a lot of fertility there. Still a lot of energy underneath what you've done. And even if you're not seeing growth at this time, I feel like this is a message that growth is right around the corner, that abundance is right around the corner. And right now, it's possible you've neglected yourself, you've neglected your job, your finances, your life, something, your goals, your dreams. You've been neglecting something in your life, and so you're not seeing the abundance that is just right under the surface for you, okay? There's a lot of power, I feel, that is just kind of waiting for you to access it, and instead, I feel like you've been just ignoring it. You've been slacking off. You've been, doing all kinds of other stuff. You've been distracting yourself instead of tending your garden, instead of healing from within, instead of focusing on your goals and your dreams and the things that you want to bring into your life. Maybe you've been focusing on your fears. Maybe you've been focusing on negativity. Whatever it is, you're not allowing your garden to thrive. You're not allowing your spirit to thrive. Okay, and I think this is just a reminder that if you did feed and nurture that part of your spirit, then you're going to come into so much abundance, because right on the other side we have this queen who is surrounded by green, surrounded by lusciousness, surrounded by just these images of life and growth and abundance. And then on this side, it's kind of withered, but then we have this rabbit, which tells me that fertility is still there, that abundance, that energy is still available to you, but you have to nurture it, okay? So let's see what the book has to say about the Queen of Pentacles on this side. And I'm just keeping those other ones covered, so that you're not paying attention to those as we're doing the reading. From her garden, the queen looks toward the great castle city that is her realm. Her throne, which looks weathered and ancient from the front, looks battered and neglected from the back. A broken column has been hidden away behind the throne, and a hair takes shelter there. In her innermost self, the queen is a bit overwhelmed by all the things she has welcomed into her care. It is her nature to be generous, and she knows that help given grudgingly is a burden, not a gift. But her own support system can be weakened, even broken, if she doesn't nourish herself as well as others. Right, so you're probably giving a lot of attention to other things in your life, like I said, but you're not really nourishing yourself and nourishing your own needs. So take some time to do that for yourself. I totally resonate with this reading at this time. It is really time to take care of ourselves, okay? Especially during these retrogrades, okay? Do the best that you can for yourself. That is your vice versa tarot reading, and we're going to move on to the tarot of the Orishas. Welcome to the tarot of the Orishas. Of course, like I said, there are no stones, and I've already pulled the cards. Thank you so much for being here, and let's see what your message is. So you got the couple. The couple it reminds me of the lovers, but a little less intertwined, okay? So with the lovers in tarot, they're like embracing usually, and with the couple, there's still a sense of freedom. Like they're in love and they're together, but they're their own individual selves. And I feel like this is letting you know, there's a lot of joy for you. There's a lot of love for you, especially if you're questioning getting into a relationship, or if you're questioning your current relationship. There's love for you. I think you just need to learn that this relationship or this connection, it shouldn't erase who you are. It shouldn't erase your individuality. You're still you. You're still an individual person. You're still free to make your own choices and live your life in the way that, works for you. That doesn't have to rely on this other person. And even though you're still doing your own thing and not relying on this other person, you can still be supported by that person. You can still support that person. You guys can still feel connected and be intimate without having to lose part of yourself within that person. And if this isn't about romance for you, it could be that this has to do with a project or something else that you've just been putting so much of yourself into. This is, I think, a reminder to hold on to your individuality while allowing yourself to be connected with this other being, this other person, this other aspect of yourself even, okay? And also, I feel there's a sense of balance when it comes to to other aspects of yourself. There's this sense of finding both your masculine and your feminine energies and allowing those to be in balance within you, so that you emotionally and spiritually are in balance. But if you're leaning too much to one side or the other, if you're thinking too much that your life is one way, then you're just not going to have that kind of level-headedness that can lead you to knowing the answers, lead you to being able to be your most individual, true, joyful self. And I feel like there's this need for freedom within you. And it doesn't mean you have to leave the relationship you're in or leave the situation you're in to be free. Again, you can be individual, you can be free, you can be who you are and still be connected with another person or another entity or being or another part of yourself, and still be free and true to who you are. And I'm feeling that freedom just because her clothes have been dropped. He's still pretty dressed, but the feminine image in this picture is entirely uninhibited, uncontrolled, she doesn't seem wild, but she's free, she's open, she doesn't have to hide herself, and she doesn't have to feel any less of a powerful being because she's undressed. And he's looking at her as if she is a goddess. He is respecting her, he is loving her. So I feel like for whoever you are, there's a lot of positivity here, and there's a lot of sense of you just finding your freedom and finding your individuality here. So let's see what the book actually has to say about the couple. So what does the book say about the couple? And we found it. A Upright, it represents a happy couple, complete in itself. Each one belongs to the other. Companionship, a future of happiness and pleasure. This card represents falling in love, idealization, and feelings. Peaceful and harmonic times. Harmony, parties and celebrations with those closest to your heart. Cool. There's a sense of belonging to each other. He's embracing her and stepping on her shadow, marking his territory at the same time supporting her in a father-like manner. She clings to his leg as if willing to follow his steps and go where her partner leads her, recognizing the virile power transmitted by his male figure. This says that nature is at your service. Cool. So yeah, there's that sense of balance, that yin and yang, that support, that two sides of the same kind of coin supporting each other, okay? So take that for what you will. I hope that resonated with some of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Let's move on to the final deck, the Faeries Oracle. So again, welcome to the Faeries Oracle. If you didn't hear earlier, there are no stones, and I already pulled the card, so let's go ahead and get started with your reading with the Faeries Oracle. I actually ended up pulling two cards, both the Fairy Guide, and the Bright Mother. Okay, so a Fairy Guard, as you can see, is blank. And the deck itself recommends that you draw something in that you see as your Fairy Guard. But for me, I like the blankness because for me, it says that there's like endless opportunities. And every time I see it, I can get a different message because of that. And it usually comes with another card. And typically, like if I pull this first, I will pull another card purposefully, but these both came out like attached to each other, so this was meant to come this way. And the Bright Mother, you know, she brings you nurturing. She brings you power. Like, and I don't mean like power hungry, mad, I can like, I don't know, crazy, I have so much power kind of thing. I don't mean Dragon Ball Z power. I mean the power of the goddess, the power of divine femininity, the power of love, okay? She brings you love, so much nurture, so much just beauty and guidance. And I do feel like some of you, because of the 16 up here, I think some of you are just kind of feeling good at home, in your relationship, with your family. You may be feeling nostalgic about some good things that happened in your past. The Bright Mother says that there are some wishes coming true for some of you. Some answers to some of your questions, some healing to some of your pain and your sorrows. Whatever you're going through this week, whatever you've been going through, she's telling you to hold on. She's telling you that she's here and she's nurturing you. She's loving you. She's going to hold you and be there for you. She's also telling you to listen to your dreams. That's what I'm hearing here is like, listen to your dreams. There may be some prophetic things coming to you. There may be some answers for your situation coming to you through the dreamscape. Some of you might be getting into dance this week, whether that's like just going out dancing and having a good time, dancing alone in your room, taking classes, whatever it is. Some of you might be like just really moving with music, like being really in tune with music and in turn getting in tune with your own body. So keep your eyes out for that, okay? I'm seeing a lot of beauty. I'm seeing a lot of beauty, a lot of love, a lot of nurture, a lot of fun. There's some like mischievous little critters in here, just kind of having fun, having a good time. There's a lot of wisdom. The Bright Mother is like encompassing all of this power, all of this understanding and healing for you. There's so much healing I'm getting. Take some time to connect with nature too this week. If you're someone who likes to like be outside, dance in nature, dance in the woods, go somewhere in your backyard if you have a backyard. You know, I live in the city, so like no one has a backyard, but if you do, dance in your backyard where no one's looking. Just let yourself move and let yourself connect and let your bare feet touch the ground, okay? And really enjoy that. Really revel in that. Revel in the beauty that is the Divine Mother, that is the Bright Mother. Revel in the love that she's offering you and the healing that she's trying to bring to you right now, because this is really beautiful. So let's see what our book has to say about the Bright Mother. The bright mother represents creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. When the bright mother is present in a reading, she speaks of a time of fertility, creativity, and nurturing of ourselves or of others. She might indicate marriage or the birth of a child or a deepening of any kind of relationship. She also speaks of giving one's all to life, not holding back. She is a cornucopia, pouring forth abundance. This may be a time to put the needs of others first, taking care of yourself later. Patience may be needed for the process being discussed. Consider what you have. Acknowledge the people and things in your life, good, bad, and indifferent. This consideration is not to judge, approve, or reject, but merely to recognize what is present in your life. These are your present fulfillments, the things you have created for yourself. Drawing upon the power of unity and the singers, or not, as the case may be. Once you have looked clearly at what is present in your life, you may want to ask yourself what you want to change. Okay, then. There you go. So take a look at your life and, again, connect with that nurturing energy, connect with that creative and loving energy that she's offering you, and really just be grateful for what you have and for the beauty that's in your life. That is your reading for Monday, July 22nd. 2019. For some reason, my brain almost said 1999. I don't know what that's about. But that is your reading. Thank you so very much for being here. I will probably not do a reading next week. I'll see. I'm going to be bringing some of my cards, but not all of my cards. So if I do a reading next week, it's going to be a one-card reading. And yeah, I'll see you when I get back. Otherwise, thank you so very much for being here. Remember, always, always, always that I love you. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing, and a wonderful week, and an amazing next week, and an awesome next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, until I see you and afterwards. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful night. Bye.